My dear friends, as we all know, we create our own reality, how it is. So we follow one pattern from our childhood. We follow some pattern from our childhood and it makes a habit, and our habit makes ourselves. So it is very important to meditate regularly and to get a right idea that how to proceed in our life, how to not get stuck. Problems are the basic things, but rather than looking problems as a problem, we should find solution from there. So reading books is the best way, and we can see that lots of successful businessmen, entrepreneurs, or spiritual leaders, or any masters, they are here because of their wisdom. So books and wisdom are the best way to end our suffering. As Patricia says, there are four types of thoughts, and because of our thoughts, we we keep focusing, we keep creating the same pattern what we have done before. So those thoughts are disastrous thoughts, negative thoughts, positive thoughts, and miraculous thoughts. Today we are here with a new episode on a book that is Think Differently. So we have a great master, Prakruthi Umamahesh ji, who has started his spiritual journey, I think, more than 25 years back. And he has written this wonderful book on, how to change your life. Like Think Differently is a wonderful book with a practical thought pattern useful to overcome the problems we unconsciously create for ourselves through thoughts and be joyful all the time. So let's dive in. Prakruthi Umamahesh ji, welcome in this show of your book. Think Differently.
Yeah.
So it's great to have you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Kavita ji, for inviting me to PMC English to start a new journey of Think Differently in PMC English. We are already doing this kind of series in Telugu, PMC Telugu. I think we have completed more than 100 episodes. I think 120th episode is going now.
Mm-hmm.
We had long journey there. Now it is good that we have started the same journey in different language. There is in English.
Yes.
PMC English.
Yes.
I'm very happy to be here.
Even me, sir. Same with me. Thank you so much. Thank you for managing your time. So, sir, first I want to know that how you got this idea to write this wonderful book.
Yeah. The seed of this book actually is from 1995.
Okay.
In 1995, I started meditation. I met Patriji almost 28 years back, I think. I had a huge suffering. I was under depression. I was in unlimited suffering where I never had any hope that I will be able to smile.
Oh, okay.
I never thought that I could again smile. I could be happy. I never thought. That was not imaginable for me. Unimaginable. During that time, I came to meditation. Then I learned meditation and learned a lot of things from Patriji. He has trained me personally. I was one among the 5-6 members. There were only 5-6 members during that time. So my journey of deep suffering to blissfulness started.
So how it designed, like how it happened, how was the transformation initially when you met Patriji and when you started meditation? So could you please share your journey also, because what was your age that time and which kind of questions, which kind of suffering you were having that time?
Yeah. So I was doing BTech first year. I was, I think, around 17 years old.
Okay.
I was school topper, college topper, and I could successfully get engineering seat. There were only a few engineering colleges during those time. 5-6 engineering colleges in Telugu states. It was very tough to get engineering seat, but still, because of my lot of hard work, I could get it. But the problem is because of the over hard work. over hard work to get a seat in engineering. When I joined engineering, my health spoiled. Along with getting engineering seat, I got health problems. And I don't know anything other than studies. When I entered into college, there was ragging. That has disturbed me a lot because I don't know anything. I don't have any worldly knowledge. I'm a best student in one way, but I don't know anything. So because of which I entered into troubles, lot of troubles, along with health problems, mental problems also. I lost my concentration, I lost my focus. And as my primary target is my studies, and I'm about to fail, that I could not digest it because I never imagined any failure. I never had any failure. I was always successful. But I am now not in a position to maintain success. Getting success is not a difficult problem, but maintaining success is a problem. So I was not in a position to maintain success. That made me to go into depression, deep suffering. I'm unable to come out of my challenges. I'm unable to come out of my suffering. So one of my cousin was he was asking me many times to come to meditation and pyramid. Yeah, he was already doing last 6 months before that. I think more than 6 months. But I never used to listen to him because I was under assumption that just by closing eyes, what we are going to get. I'm already topper. I already know a lot of things. He's not a good student. I'm a very good student. And this bad boy, that bad student, what this fellow can do, or this fellow can help me. And just by closing eyes, what is that we are going to get? That is what my assumption was. But one fine day, forcibly, has made me to sit in meditation in our pyramid, Karnool pyramid. Patriji was there only. In front of pyramid, house was there. So I learned meditation through my cousin, and I used to meet Patriji on an everyday basis. My first sitting itself given me a lot of experience. It has given me a lot of silence. I could observe a lot of silence, even if I sat forcibly without interest. For the sake of my cousin, I sat, but still, I could observe a lot of change in my inner self, a lot of silence, a lot of focus I got in the very first sitting. Then I felt this should be something to be done regularly so that I can recover and again I can become good student. That given that has that first experience has given me confidence, and later on I started. Then I met Patriji because of his vast wisdom, lot of things. The fortunate thing was nobody was there at that time. Very few people, 4 to 5 members. Just normally, if you talk to Patriji once itself, it will have a lot of influence. Years together, I spent time with him. Years, every day, years together. So being with a guru, years together, personally getting trained, it was actually I feel blessed. I feel blessed to be one among the very few people at that time. We had a lot of time, and he used to tell a lot of wisdom, share a lot of wisdom, forcibly, just like a father forces us to change. He used to break our heads. He used to break our egos. He used to break our agnan, all those things, and he used to train us in many ways. So that has made me to be this many years, 28 years of long journey. More than half of my life gone here. In here and there.
That's
I am
wonderful.
born and brought up, like I can say, I am born and brought up with Patriji.
Wow, wow. That is really a great bliss, and that's a wonderful thing ever one can feel. So, what are your takings from Patriji?
See, it is an ocean. Patriji is an ocean.
Definitely.
He has shown me how to see life in a different way. Before coming to Patriji, my goal was becoming a IAS officer. I was preparing for civils. I had physical goals, social goals. I was thinking to come to US during those days, 99 itself. And I was thinking to become industrialist. I had a lot of physical goals.
Mm.
I used to think that they are very top goals. IAS is top, or becoming a great like Bill Gates is a top goal.
Having that,
Because that kind of ambitions and goals I had. After having journey of 4 years with Patriji, I left all those. I had prepared for civils. I had written TOEFL and GRE during those days to come to US in 99 itself. But I left all the physical goals. I have changed my goal. Buddhahood became my primary goal.
wow,
Buddhahood.
wonderful.
So that's why 23 years later, I had having 23 years to come to US. Now I am in US after 23 years, 99. Because Pratriji told me these are all not our primary goals. He has changed my goals. He has changed my life. He has changed my ambitions from worldly ambitions, worldly affairs, worldly things to path of Buddhahood. Suffering to happiness, unlimited happiness, unlimited suffering to unlimited happiness. What was the Buddha's aim? He was trying to find the solution for unhappiness. Right? He went out to search for happiness, to first search for the solution of happiness. The same thing happened, more or less, similar thing happened with me. I was in deep suffering and I came to Patriji. I understood the truths of life. I understood the different ways of perceptional things. I started seeing the life in a different way. I started seeing the world in a different way. That is why I had written a book called as Think Differently. Think different means think like a yogi. Not think like a common man. Everybody is thinking like a common man. Whole world is thinking in a same way. But yogis think in a different way. The meaning of my meaning of thinking differently is thinking like yogi. Mystical thinking. I can say that. You have to think like a mystic. Then you will be happy. Then you will be able to help the world. More than IAS officer, more than CMs and PMs. Yogis are helping our world. Vivekananda has helped the world. Ramana Maharshi has helped the world. Santa Gnaneshwar has helped the world. Kabir has helped the world like any other people. Buddha has helped the world. Krishna has helped the world. If you truly want to help the world, or if you truly want to help yourself also, first become a yogi.
Definitely.
That's what I understood.
Yes, definitely, sir. That is really a base of spirituality, where Patri sir always says about thought patterns, as there are four kind of thought patterns. And when I was going through this book, this is all our miraculous thoughts, because when you will not able to shift your thought, you will create what you are thinking. So yes, so let's go into this book. So there are beautiful quotes, and friends, I'm going to read each and every quote, and Umamahesh is there to share the main, thought behind this quote. So he will make more simplify it, because sometimes we don't get time to read books. So this video will definitely help you to think differently. Yeah. So, sir, first quote I'm reading here. I'm good. Everything should go well for me. This anxiety will lead us to a state where we will not even recognize the good that happens to us as good. So, what is the meaning of this quote?
See, no doubt that we are very good people, but we expect all the good things to happen to us. But our definition of good is wrong. If you get a car, then you feel good. If you don't get a car, then you feel bad. If you get a good husband, then you feel good. If you don't get a good husband, you feel bad. Our definition is worldly definition. Of course, we are very good people, no doubt about it. But understand what great things are happening in your life. not what wrong things are happening. We focus on wrong things which are happening, bad things which are happening. But if we try to observe, there are a lot of great things happening, wonderful things are happening. We should focus on them. We should understand them. We should appreciate them. We should be grateful or thankful to the universe or nature for the great things are happening. So if we could met Patriji physically, now there is no chance. It is very great thing. There is a miracle. We cannot go to Vivekananda and meet now. It is not possible physically. But our generation had bliss or had a very great opportunity, wonderful opportunity to meet Patriji in physical form. If you observe that, if you are grateful for that, you will have a lot of other great things in your life. You will be blessed with more great things. You may think of something which has not happened. No, be grateful for what already happened. There are a lot of great things happening. You are not observing. Keep focus on that great things which are happening. Be thankful for that. Be grateful for that. Then there is more chance for more great things to happen, more good things to happen in our life, in our world. So my question over here, my understanding over here is change your focus. Instead of focusing on what is not happening as per your expectation, be happy for what is already happening. If you can shift your consciousness, then that focus, that consciousness will give you more energy for what is going to happen. Keep on focusing on wrong things which are not happen because you are a very good person. All good people think in a negative way. They are good, but still they think in a negative way. You should now shift from negative way of thinking to positive way of thinking, miraculous way of thinking. Perception has to be changed. Even if you are a good person, if your perception is not good, if your thoughts are not good, what great things can happen in your life? Just by being a good person, you are not going to get all the great things in your life. That is one of the good quality. Being good, being kind is one of the good quality, no doubt about it. Along with that, we have to change our thought patterns to miraculous thought patterns, positive thought patterns. There are wonderful thoughts which are available. You should adopt them. Then you can see the different life, happiest possible life.
So here I want to know, like, how one can, shift their thought patterns when they are following one pattern from childhood, right? And if they're quite busy in day-to-day life, so how to bring that, how to change that new thought pattern?
Yes, that can happen by two things. We already know book reading. If you can read a book, we'll understand what are your existing thoughts and what are actual right thoughts to be followed. Otherwise, we'll assume that you are already correct. We assume that we are very much perfect. No. If we read a book of Buddha, we will understand what exactly the right way of thinking. If you read a book of Osho, if you read a book of Vivekananda, then you'll understand what is the right way of thinking. We should never assume that we are correct all the time as we are. No. Our thoughts are from our world, our existing current world. Our thoughts are affected by our people, our worldly knowledge, our worldly affairs, and all the things affect our thoughts. No, we should get affected by the enlightened masters. We have books by enlightened people. Along with that, if you meet enlightened masters, if you meet Patriji, then you will understand how to think. If you read Patriji books, we'll understand. If you meet seniors, it is called as in our Telugu we say Sajjana Sangati. Patriji already told. Satsang. If you meet right people, you will have right thoughts. If you meet wrong people, you will accumulate wrong thoughts.
Definitely.
If you meet meditators, you will have right thoughts. Normally, naturally, will be influenced. If you watch all violent movies, you will get violent thoughts.
Yes, definitely. So
If you watch Sri Krishna serial, you will get all Krishna's thoughts. So You have to verify where you are spending your time, where you are giving your time, with whom you are spending your time, what kind of books you are reading, what kind of people you are moving with, what kind of people you are making friendship. Then naturally you'll get a way. So if you are meeting wrong people, stop them. We need not assume that everybody is right. If you don't like them, if you feel that they are wrong, then go and meet right people who are doing meditation, who are thinking differently, who are thinking based on the spirituality, not based on the world. Or read at least books. Now social media is there. Lot of YouTube. Now PMC is there. Watch PMC videos.
Yes, definitely.
Watch PMC video, then we'll understand what is right. What is the right way of thinking. Generally we go with assumptions. That assumptions are to be dropped. And we have to do self-check. Self-check. It is very much important. Self-check is very much important. We have to verify ourselves with the thoughts of the Buddha. We have to transform ourselves based on that. We have to adapt.
Yes, definitely, sir. So beautifully said and explained the entire thing. And the last, as you said, about self-check, self-introspection, that is a
Yes.
wonderful thing to grow every day, every minute.